Hello and welcome to day 2 of Schoolscape Premier Virtual.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Oh, I see we have another.
We are live with Peter himself by the sounds of it.
Our sound team in the background has a
you
YouTube
should see them
video.
right now. They're taking jugs, they're scuttling around. I think I'm loud enough to just probably talk over it, so I'm going to keep going.
You're showing the YouTube video in the background. Sorry, guys, if you can just give us 1 second for some technical issues. There we go.
Okay, shall we start again?
Let's start again. Well,
5, 4,
1
3,
minute.
2, 1, go! Hi, and welcome to Schoolscape Virtual Day 2 of Schoolscape Premier 2020 virtual event.
Yes.
So we're really excited to be here with you all today. And yeah, we have a really cool lineup of meaty, amazing teachers that are going to chat to us. So I am super excited, and we have amazing prizes.
Lots of prizes up for grabs. So just to mention a few, we've got some branded Volkskunde coming your way. We've got some plackies. We've got a headset. We've got a visualizer, a whole visualizer.
We love visualizers.
Laptop bags, air tags. It's going to be a jam-packed day. Cool. And we are making sure all of the prizes are linked to engagement. So keep your fingers close to the chat bar, and please also just say hi and where you're from. Just we love knowing who's in. So thank you, Lani. Thank you, Heidi, Maria. It's always cool having people mention it. So thank you so much.
Good.
All right. So before we get into our first speaker for the day, which is well, first 2 speakers, there's just 2 housekeeping things we want to do. Yeah. First up is Ashley Lawrence, because we can't not
we're keeping him in house.
Yes, and we can't not start with Ashley on stage, because a lot of this event is possible because of Ashley, well, yeah. Sonic or sponsorship. Ashley, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We've got you. All right. Ashley, I've got a quick question, because I think this is so relevant because we've got so many teachers watching. What is the biggest cyber threat a teacher would face in their classroom or personally, and more importantly, how could Sonic Wall help them with that?
Okay, so malware on their device. So worse, I can't show you because I'm using it, but imagine you have a laptop or a device, that the smart device they're working from, if that gets infected with some form of malware, and if you want to know what they look like, you need to go and download. Here's one I prepared earlier, SonicWall threat report. You can download these from our website. It'll take you through all the details. But if they get encrypted or malwared up, then they can't teach. And worse, it could spread into the network and into the cloud storage and kind of encrypt the whole place. So that's really bad. How do you stop it? All SonicWall appliances and endpoint solutions come with what's called RTDMI, real-time deep memory inspection. It's our James Bond patented solution that picks up what's called never before seen. So we are seeing several thousand never before seen infections, viruses, malware daily. And when I say never before seen, it's not been seen by any of our competitors. So that's why you need SonicWall.
Awesome. All right. So once again, if you are looking at your school going flip, we could be at risk. The team from SonicWall will do a free threat assessment for your school. So they will check out, run a couple of things and see what's happening. And I think what's really cool is we want to see schools celebrating and using innovative tech. But we know that comes with a risk. But the beauty is there are people like Ashley that can help you with that risk. So please reach out to SonicWall. They have worked with my kids' primary school. They've worked with schools in Joburg. They've worked with schools in Durban. They've worked with schools around the world. So they know the threats. And Ashley works with a set of companies that would actually then kind of work with you daily. So the beauty of chatting to Ashley is he can give you the best advice. And he doesn't sell you anything. So that's why we also really like SonicWall. So Ashley, thank you so much. And we really appreciate your sponsorship. Any comment from your side before we throw you off stage?
No, just please connect using the app. Obviously, once we do that, we're POPIA compliant and we can actually reach out to you. And two, I'm a bit old school. WhatsApp is probably my best bet. My contact details are on there. That's the best way to get a hold of me. I'm either presenting or in a meeting. So, but the app is obviously the Schoolscape platform of choice. So the Hoover app or email or WhatsApp. Best way to get hold of us. That'll be great.
Awesome. How are we old school now for using WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Scary. I mean, like.
I know what TikTok is. All right.
Well, apparently.
Ashley, thank you so much. If you missed the TikTok reference, watch yesterday's session. But once again, SonicWall, massive thank you. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
cool. Thank you guys. Looking forward.
Sorry, Ashley.
No, go ahead.
I'm talking over you there. But what I wanted to say quickly before Ashley's face pops off the screen is that there's actually a poll out. So if you heard him speak yesterday or this morning, popped in on the session, and you are wrestling with these ideas around cybersecurity and your school being under threat of them and wanting to implement more technology, say yes in the poll there, and we will just give you a connection to Ashley, and you guys can then engage further. So it's a good way to get connected.
Thanks, Ashley. All right.
Pleasure.
Not that Ashley, that
Thanks, Ashley.
Okay. To this Ashley, because it won't apply to the Ashley on screen, would you like to win a sorbet nail treatment?
I want my nails done.
Okay. You can't win, but someone online can win. So for all the ladies out there,
should we let poor Ashley go?
Ashley Lawrence, you can drop off. Thank you.
Unless you want your nails done. Do you want your nails done?
Sarah, you can come on stage.
No, I was just going to say that you must pack your waders and your anoraks because it is pouring cats and dogs in Joburg at the moment. So brace yourself for a wet weekend.
We bring the sunshine, okay? We bring the sunshine.
We bring the sunshine.
Thanks,
all right.
Guys.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ashley. All right. So to win that nail thingy mabob, I want one of the ladies. Which one of you have had a tough day? If you can mention in the chat bar, had a tough day and a nail treatment would make me smile, happy, whatever.
Use an adjective.
Use an adjective, and the best adjective will win. You know, Jenny's fresh off with, Enrique said, I had a great day. Jenny says, low Jenny. Okay, well, you type a comment, but before, while you are typing, if you could listen to Sarah. Sarah is from one of our partner companies, GetSace Point. So GetSace is a phenomenal company that can help you with CP points, your professional development, all of that kind of thing. And they help us make sure you are getting points for attending this session. So Sarah, if you'd like to just give us a bit more about you and how you can help the schools that are watching today.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me. I hope that today has been really great. And thanks for letting me just do a very quick chat about who we are and CPTD points. So I'm Sarah, I'm from Get Sace, and I'm an ex-teacher. And our whole team is made up of ex-teachers. And so we really understand what it's like to be a teacher and trying to earn CPTD points while doing everything else. Our company specializes in helping teachers with SACE registrations and CPTD points, and then your professional development in general. And again, you can find us, as with Sonic, on the Hoover app, and we'd love to help you with whatever we can in terms of professional development. I would just like to let you know that if you have attended the virtual event, and particularly this session, you are able to record your attendance on the CPTD portal, as the SACE CPTD portal, as a teacher-initiated event or activity. So you are able to earn points from your attendance of the Schoolscape event, the virtual event particularly is what I'm referring to. So if you go on to sace.org.za, you're able to log into your CPTD profile and you're able to record your points, and we'd really encourage you to do so. And many teachers' cycles are ending at the end of this year, and many teachers' cycles ended at the end of last year, and you need to earn new points to bump yourself onto your new cycle. Yeah, we really look forward to meeting you guys at the Joburg event as well. It has been raining, cats and dogs, so I really hope the sun is out. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for letting us chat very quickly today.
Awesome. So schools out there, get your CPD points as quickly as you can. Reach out to Sarah and her team. They can help you, and they can help you with way more than that. So really highly recommend connecting with them. All right, Sarah, thank you. We're going to drop you off stage. I think on the, there's so many comments here.
There's a really funny one. Not fun. No, really not funny.
That was a tough one. Charmaine said, okay.
Janet Hughes has had no power since midnight, and we're complaining about our off and on load shedding.
Okay, and Charmaine said, had a very tough day. I was in class for grade 0 all day due to rain. Okay, so we're down to 2 options, I think, those 2. Quick question, we'll put it to the audience. So do you think Janet deserves to win with no power since midnight, or do you think Charmaine deserves to win with had a very tough day? I was in class with grade 0 all day.
So is it power or rain that should win?
Okay, you let us know. So if you just type in the chat what you think, and then we'll tally up a winner. All right, we've spoken enough. I want to invite the crew on from Teacha. So guys, Debbie, John, so lekker to see both of you. The great news is these are kind of 2 education experts, and they're going to share some stuff around Teacha. What many of you won't know is Onnies Online, I think, is about the biggest Facebook group in the country with teachers, and it was actually started by Jean. And on top of that, he's in Snaplify, he's involved with Teacha, but I think that's enough from me. We're going to hand over to the 2 of you to share.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're so excited to be here. I know that the title of this presentation, or like the talk that we're going to do, is like getting resources and making some money from it and stuff like that. But you know, we just thought we're going to do things a bit differently today. I see in the comments that people had a bit of a tough day, so hopefully today will be a little bit more relatable to you. So what we, just a quick intro then from who we are. I'm Jean, Head of Teacha.
I'm Debbie, the Community Teacher Success Manager.
And today we're going to just chat about Teacha to you and everything that we do. So I have a question, okay, for you. What is your favorite teacher meme? Because you know, we spend time on Pinterest, we spend time on Instagram, we look at these memes every single day, and we're just like, oh, this is so relatable. This is so relatable. Hashtag teacher life, you know? And so do you have a favorite one?
Whoa, There's so many. They're all so relatable. Why don't we just go through a couple of them now? Yeah, let's check out some teacher memes.
Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, so what we're going to do today then, I just want to change this tab quickly so that I can see what we're looking at. There we go. So what we are going to look at today, okay, so yeah, just we're going to look at our favorite teacher memes, you know,
Yeah.
and we're going to see what is out there that you can relate to.
Yeah.
And you know, there's so many things that teachers go through on a daily basis. I saw in the comments there now, like this long meeting, you know.
Or everybody inside all day.
Yes, you know, and we kind of know that you already know how awesome teacher is, and that's all we're going to assume that, because if you don't know yet, then well, hopefully you will know today. But each of these teacher life problems are very relatable, and we want to tell you that we are here to support you along the way, and that there's a solution for everything, to all of these memes. You don't have to struggle, you don't have to stress.
Yes.
So yeah, I think
let's just get started. We're not going to be sad. This is going to be fun. We're not going to just talk about teacher problems. We're going to be talking about solutions.
Yes, solutions. Okay, so Debbie, we just saw that in the meeting now, in the comments, right?
Oh.
Yes. You know,
staff meetings.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Goodness, you know, like we go through them. We spend hours and hours and hours hearing the same thing over and over again.
No.
We don't know if this is actually going to bring any value to our teaching lives.
It doesn't.
It could have been an email.
It could have been an email.
Could have been an email.
You didn't have to sit there.
We're sitting there and we are just so bored, you know? So what can we do, Debbie? What are we going to do to support or like to save our teachers from beating the meeting boredom?
Yeah. So we've got a teacher blog that's got inspirational articles, some tips, some ideas, really fun news about EdTech, about everything that you need to know about being a teacher. So you can, if you're allowed, be the naughty kid at the back of the class and read some teacher blog articles, and maybe you can actually contribute something interesting, brighten up your fellow teachers' lives. Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about it. If you get called out for being on your phone or something, then you can just say, you know, this meeting inspired me so much that I want to read on about this, and that I was doing some research to see what you were talking about. And then you can be that person who takes over the meeting and just talks, or maybe
bring some life into it.
You can bring life into
or not.
it. Yeah, or not, because the meeting needs to end. The
Yes.
meeting needs to end. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, the teacher blog, teacher.co.za, go check it out. Lots of exclusive deals for teachers, professional development courses, articles written by teachers for teachers, and you're definitely going to leave there feeling inspired.
Yes. Yeah, you will. Lots of news, lots of tips, lots of ideas.
And you can share it with your teacher bestie.
Yes. Ooh, your teacher bestie.
Yes. I wonder, like, did you have a teacher bestie?
I really did. Her name was Tammy. She was the most amazing teacher bestie.
Okay.
Yeah. But she left. She had a baby and she resigned.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It was very traumatizing.
So,
I'm not even kidding. It was very traumatizing.
I can imagine. I don't know how teachers, well, I mean, some teachers would be like, no, like you need to keep professional. You can't have friends at school and all of that. You know, I wasn't one of them. You know, I had to have my friends. We're still very good friends today, even after I left teaching.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes they leave.
Yes.
And then what can you do?
Yeah.
What
You
can
don't want
do?
to stop them from developing their career, but you're just really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be taken with.
Yes.
Like, take me with you. Please, take me with you.
Where you lead, I will follow.
That's literally what I was thinking about right now. So what do you do then? You know, and our solution to that is follow them then,
Yes.
you know, and if there's principles in there, we're not encouraging your teachers to leave, but just in case you want to, there's an option for you. And our
Teacher Jobs
Teacher Jobs platform is there for you to apply for vacancies from schools all over the world. And you know what is very cool about it? Because if you know where they went, you can literally go and follow that employer, and you can get alerts from that employer every single time, from that school, every single time that they advertise a vacancy.
Yes, you get a job alert.
And then you can apply, and you can keep on spamming and keep on spamming and applying for that position until you finally make it and you are reunited again.
Yes.
With
the teacher unit.
The teacher unit, yes. So yes, that is, I think, teacher jobs is really amazing.
Yeah, it's an awesome platform. You can upload your CV.
Yes.
All their documents can be online, so easy apply.
One-click applications.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's free for teachers, of course. So you just sign up, go to jobs.teacher.co.za and sign up, create your online CV. And
follow your teacher bestie.
Follow your teacher bestie. Yeah. So we have a question actually for you now. Let us know. We can't see the comments, unfortunately, at the moment, but because the screen is here. But tell us if you have a teacher bestie, or and best case, what if you are here in this call together? Imagine.
Let us know if you are here with your teacher bestie, or invite them, because they should be here.
They should be here. They're missing out.
Yeah,
Definitely. Okay. Let's just get to the next one.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is a tough one.
Is it a tough one?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah. We were talking about this at Schoolscape actually last Friday to our colleagues, our Simplify colleagues, and we were saying that, you know, it is so difficult to take a day off as a teacher. It is literally one of the hardest things to do because it creates more work.
Yes, the trauma of coming back to school. It's traumatic.
I think that's actually worse. Yeah.
It is. I'd rather just be sick at school with my teacher bestie hiding in a corner than leave for the day.
Hide your cup of tea behind it. There's just like some made lemon in there. Maybe some brandy. I didn't say that, you know. So, and then, but it is tough.
It's tough.
I remember when I would come back the next day and I was so sick and I was like, I really just need to do this. And the next day I come back to school and my class is just a mess. And you know, my class was always just like so neat. My desk was like, all my papers are just like tidy. The kids knew that their desk can't be out of place, you know? And then I walk in there and it's like, papers everywhere. The board wasn't white.
But it stains. And you have to wipe it.
Yes, exactly. Like stuff like that, you know? And then, so the struggle is real. And we know this one is a bit of a read probably, but we needed to link this somehow. And so what we're saying here is that, you know what? Take that day. You don't have to stress about all of that preparation that you need to do and to get everything ready for that substitute teacher.
We've got what you need. Why? Teacher Resources has what you need to prepare your substitute teachers. So they have real work to do with your students. They keep them engaged. We've got so much stuff for you and the substitute.
And it's not just for that, you know. So I mean, there's more than 20,000 resources on Teacher. There's loads of freebies also on Teacher. These resources are curriculum aligned. We are branching out to different curriculums at the moment, but mostly CAPS at the moment. So you'll find whatever you need there. The prices are really affordable. So we know that your school probably will not pay for it. And we know that we pay for things out of our pockets. So, but we'll get to that in the next slide.
But it is really affordable.
But it is affordable,
it's really affordable,
you know? And the amount of time and sanity that she will regain from saving that time to create these, to download these resources. Are just,
it's amazing. I was talking about lesson planning on a Sunday. And
that's Sunday night blues. You know, when carte blanche is music starts
to do like, but I still have planning to do. But Teacher Resources actually has planning for you that you can download and, well, use it. You can submit your HOD work now.
Yeah, exactly. Just adapt it, but the
Add your
skills logo
flavor,
on it.
yes.
You know? So yeah, and it's all created by teachers for teachers, used in our own classrooms, so that you know that the stuff on there is ready to use. You can edit it, many of it, not everything,
Yes.
but still, yeah, go and check it out. Teacherresources.com actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to say, it's very easy to find what you need. You'll find all of the different resource types. There's everything from boom cards, lots of foundation phase stuff in the correct font, not the wrong spelling of words. Also, you won't find any Z's there, Z's again.
And the T.
Yes. And you can create your wish list for future purchases, share that with your principal if you wish.
Yeah.
And yeah, so lots of cool stuff on there. Go check it out.
Yeah. You'll find just awesome things.
Definitely.
Yes.
But
ooh, this is a tough one.
This is a tough one. Like unspoken. We shouldn't really be speaking about this, you know, but let's not open a can of worms here. We are just gonna say we know that this is very tough. And we've both been there.
Yes.
And we know that there is a way for you to make an extra income from the work that you do every single day. Yes. Okay.
Yes, you really can.
Yeah. So we just spoke about all of the resources on Teacha. And the great thing about Teacher Resources is that everything on Teacha is uploaded by teachers. Okay. So these are all resources that they are creating, they are uploading, they are selling to other teachers. So when you buy a resource on Teacher Resources, you are supporting another teacher.
Yeah, that's right. So
there's small business, basically.
Exactly that. So it's not just for you, you're helping the community.
Yes. Yeah. And just some background on Teacher Resources. I think Pete said at the beginning that I started it a few years ago. We are backed by Snaplify, part of the Snaplify team now. We are growing. We are going into different countries. We just started selling in Kenya now. So it's not just a South African platform. We are growing. And teachers have made a lot of extra cash.
So much extra cash.
By selling their resources on Teacha.
Yeah.
You know, so since we started, we've paid out almost 6 million, not paid out, they have earned more than 6 million Rand from selling their resources. And it is just amazing to think that some of these teachers or sellers are now actually running their own small businesses and employing other teachers to help them in their stores. That's how much it's grown. For the last 5 years, some people have gotten like a consistent income every month. And we're not selling a dream here, right? We're not saying, oh, you're going to retire early and stuff like that. But what some people get like 100 Rand a month, others get 30,000. You know. Some also get nothing, but I mean, that's the work
you don't have it
that
before.
you need to do.
Yeah, you've already got the resources. You didn't have the money before. Upload it, make some money, some extra cash.
And the best thing is that we are there to support you.
Yes, every step of the way.
Become a successful teacher seller. And so we host webinars. We train you. How do you become a entrepreneur, edupreneur. So, and all of these things, it's just, we are here for you every step of the way in your teacher seller journey. All you have to do is just go onto Teacher Resources, click the sell button, fill in a little application, it will be reviewed by us, and you're good to go. You are good to go.
Make some money.
Yes.
And help your colleagues.
And
help your colleagues. Yes.
Okay. So I think this is our final one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is our final one. So Debbie, I'm gonna tell you what my favorite thing about teachers and teaching in general is. Okay. And that is definitely the community of teachers. How we stick together, how we support each other when it gets tough, you know, that just a little bit of encouragement, just like you got this, you know?
Or a little bit of moaning together, a little bit of gossip. I feel you. We are going through this together.
We are going through this together. And so, yeah, I think that's one of the main things that just make teaching such an amazing profession. And that is ultimately our goal at Teacha.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
We try to say or ask ourselves every day, what can we do today to support a teacher? And we do not necessarily, we can't necessarily reach out to every single teacher and help them in their classrooms or anything like that. But what our goal ultimately is to create a platform to support teachers, or to actually enable teachers,
empower teachers
to support each other.
Yes, exactly that. Online, on Teacher, you can make comments. By buying resources, you're supporting your colleagues. That's what we want to do. We want to help you help each other.
Yeah, and yes, so that makes my heart warm and fuzzy. You know, it's like, I think that's definitely my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't even feel like I've left teaching, because I work with teachers every single day. And our teacher team also, as you can see.
Yeah, we're all teachers.
We're all teachers, and we are there to support you every step of the way. And yeah, so just reach out. You'll see the email address at the bottom, or just, I'm sure Nicole is active in the chat there. So just chat to Nicole. And so just a quick recap then. So as a teacher, what do we offer at Teacha? So I'm not going to go through the memes again, but I mean, I hope you remember. Let's do the picture with the information thing, right? Like, link the information. First one, when you are bored in staff meetings, read articles on teacher.co.za, download some of our old magazines, learn, brighten your, yes, and also write for us. You can do that as well. Then resources. For that day.
That's how you can go to teachingresources.com and download some awesome resources to save you time and money. Lots of effort and lots of energy.
Yes, and you can earn an additional income. And then, of course, we've got our online communities. Find us on Facebook. We've got Afrikaans group, Onnies Online. We've got our teacher helpline, Instagram, our pages. Just give us an inbox. Just reach out to us. We are there to assist. And of course, we are not necessarily going to help you find your dream job, but there is a platform for you where you can find your dream job. And we are there to help you every step of the way of creating that online CA. To follow your bestie.
Find a community.
Find a community. So yeah, I think that's the gist of it. We
That's cool. That was cool. Thanks for keeping it lighthearted, guys, on a rainy afternoon, or very scorchingly hot afternoon here for others. But yeah, it's always good to hear from the team from Teacha and Snaplify. You guys are doing some really great stuff.
And I saw some of the comments how setting resources has made a big difference for teachers out there. So honestly, you know, a great way to make extra cash, and it's not much effort. So just pop it on and try it. We also did see one really sad comment, so we wanted to make someone's day. So yeah, Lindsay Hart, one of her bestie teachers, passed away. So Purple ZA is online, and they've got a whole party pack. So we thought you might need a little bit of excitement. So Lindsay Wesner is going to give you a Purple ZA party pack. I don't have a clue what is in the party pack, but Lindsay will give that. So that was for... God, I've just gone blank of the name. Lindsay Hart. We hope that makes you smile. John, I've just got a simple question for the two of you. Like, a teacher has resources. They want to sell the resources. Like, what do they actually do? Do they go to your website and go, can you just...
He told us they go to the website and they click on the button, sell. They fill in the form, they will review it.
But what format does it need to be in? Like, what like, does it need to be pretty? Does it need to be, sorry, I'm That's what I want.
Yeah, we can see that we're not speaking to a teacher right now,
Yeah.
so it's okay. Like,
I listen.
so it can literally be anything that you would like to. So it can be in different formats. It's anything that you use in your class. So from a PDF, PowerPoint, boom cards, anything that's like slides, Word documents, anything,
Everything.
you know. So
Anything.
the things that you are using, you
Amazing.
can.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Whatever you made it in, that's brilliant. Okay, so what we want to do is we've got a pair of pluckies, Jean, to give away. Can you see the chat bar there, Jean?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to go through and choose a cool comment that stands out for you, and that person is going to wear a pair of pluckies sponsored by Volkskunde. So if it's a person who doesn't like pluckies, they can give it to their significant other or someone else. But will you go through?
I found it.
Yes, we found it because we know this meme.
Yeah. So I think it was the one of the meme. Like I think it's Megan Skelly who said that her favorite meme is also the skeleton waiting for the class to be quiet, and that's. Yeah, like sitting and waiting. That's
you're just like,
one of our favorites also.
Yes,
so,
we know that
That is
meme.
so funny.
Okay. All right. Megan, you've just won yourself a pair of pluckies. So thank you for pulling that one out. We'll make sure those get to you. Okay. We've got a poll at the moment for the team from Teacha. So Teacha, we wrote our link to Snaplify. So there is a poll that basically says, like, do you want more information? Do you want the team over here to get in contact with you? So if you do, quick and easy, just go yes, then you don't have to worry about it. And then we can send those details through, and the Teacha team can then get you in contact and they can help you. And as you can see, they're teachers, they love teachers, and they're happy to support and help you. So last comments, Debbie, last comment from your side.
It's awesome being a teacher and having your teacher community. Genuinely, as much as we complain about it, teaching is one of the most rewarding. Wow. It's not even a job or occupation, it's a lifestyle, really. Yeah.
Cool. I love that. Teachers, keep on going. Don't give up. Keep going. Yeah. All right. Jean, last comment in line with Teacha and Snaplify. Anything you want to say before we close off?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, just as a recap, we are here to support you. You can just literally Google Teacha and it will come up all of our different platforms. We look forward to supporting you. And as Snaplify's teacher support we are there to just stand behind you.
Yes.
So please reach out, please visit us, tell us what you need.
Tell us what you need. What do you want?
Yes.
Tell us what you want and what you need.
Yes, and we will do our best.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you being online. Check out Teacha. We're going to drop them off stage because we've got another teacher who's going to come on stage now. So Matthew Hains, if you're in the background, you can come online. But Debbie, Jean, thank you. Guys, can we also just kill the Teacha share screen, please? All right. We see Matthew Hains is on stage and he's in a spaceship, I think. All right, Matthew is the HOD, CATS and ICT Development Officer for SAHETI, and he is a firm favorite because he is just lots of fun on stage. So, Matthew, welcome on stage.
How's it going? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you are loud and clear.
Right. Okay, so I left my glasses at home. So if I'm not looking at you, it's because I can't see where my webcam is. And we have load shedding. So I'm running off batteries here. This is going to be great. It's not a UFO. It's a TV studio.
You had us.
Heidi was ground control to Major Tom. All right.
You guys are killing me.
Hey, Heidi.
Matthew, just so you know, we're going to give away a pair of air tags during your session. So air tags are those little...
Maybe we should get him to explain to us what an air tag is.
Matthew, do you know what an air tag is?
It's Apple's device that you can tag onto
Oh.
physical objects and then track them using Bluetooth.
I thought I was going to catch you out for a change.
Cool. So Matthew's going to give away one of those that comes from iStore, which is super exciting. So Matthew, while you are presenting, I want you to look out for a comment that stands out to you, or something, someone doing something in the chat bar. And then at the end, you're going to let us know who's going to win that. So that's our encouragement to the audience to be engaging. Matthew, you are awesome. We just want to hand over to you because we know you've got something super exciting planned for us. So we're going to get out of the way so that you can share with other teachers. Over to you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's so nice. Peter, you are just amazing. Okay, well, can you guys see my screen? Can you make it sort of biggish? Let me just see. As long as you can see my screen. And then I just wanted to test. I have a slide that I'm going to play. Is there any sound? Did you hear any sound?
No. That is not showing sound, which is a problem because I know you need sound.
Okay, let me just see. Just 1 second. I don't want to take too long, guys. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So that's fine. I don't know why it's not playing the sound, but which is a pity because I had some really good slides with some sound on.
Okay. I don't know why that is not showing.
I don't know. It is kind of weird. I mean, the sound is definitely playing. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just see here. I'll try one more thing now. No, that's not going to work either.
There.
You can hear the sound? Oh.
It's soft, but we can hear it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, is it very soft? Oh, okay. And what if I did that?
Still soft, but we can hear it.
Okay, that'll be coming from my speakers, but that's okay. You know what? It's fine because it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to get started, guys. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Oh, there you go. I'm going to tell you guys a bit of a story, and everybody just gather around, okay? Because now it's story time. Okay, so we had these. Oh, wait. When I'm reading the story, hold on a second. I wanted to just. Okay, wait, I'm back. Okay, so it's story time, everybody. Here we go, story time. So once upon a time, there was this lonely man, and his name was PS, okay? And that stands for Photoshop. And then he met somebody, just somebody beautiful, whose name was Publisher. And he said, hey, I like you. And she said, hey, I like you too. And then there was just love in the air. It's like, oh, this is great. These two applications should get together. They should do something, you know? And so he said, let's have a baby. Okay, that was a bit quick. I thought he was going to propose or something first. Okay, never mind. He said, let's, obviously she's going to, she says, okay. Oh, right. That was fast. Okay. Do things really move that fast? Okay. So anyway, they decided to have a little baby, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. And PS said, you know what? We'll call him Pete. No, no, we're not going to call him Pete. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, anyway, their little baby was called Canva, all right? This is not a true story. Anyway, moving on. What is Canva? Guys, I want to tell you today about an application that I have started to use. I'm not a pro. I'm definitely not a graphic designer. So this is why this program is probably amazing, because it's anything but confusing for me anyway. I mean, I can't even draw a stick figure. So yeah, it's really that bad. Now, when your boss says, okay, so that's my boss. Hold on. When your boss says to you, you need to be more creative and do stuff in your classroom with tech and things. And then, I mean, you're like, absolutely, boss, I got this. I can do this. This is me. This is my response. I'm like, yes, sir, because my boss is really weird. Or you might be like the geography teacher. We have geography teachers like this. You could probably be somebody like the maths teacher. This is their normal response. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. The English teacher, they're just like a breed of their own. So I'm still trying to get our English teachers to use computers. So we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. I mean, so anyway, the teachers then get together, they get onto their computers, They go ahead, they open up Microsoft Office because, you know, they're really with it and all technologically there. And so, yes, the good news is you don't have to use Microsoft Office. You don't have to use it at all. It's not necessary. Okay. You don't even need to install software on your computer. It's amazing. You're going to love this, guys. I'm going to show you why. Because we are superheroes. Yes, we are. I'm going to be Iron Man because I dig Iron Man. The little Thor looks a bit weird to me. Anyway, so we're superheroes. That's what we are as teachers. Okay. And yes, we are. We are amazing. If you just give us the right tools, like a hammer or something, we can do something. But no, we don't. Okay, back to Canva. What is Canva? All right, guys. So Canva is a tool that we use, and we can pretty much create almost anything using this program. And the power that it has is phenomenal. Now, and I saw in the comments, somebody said like they love Publisher. Like, I get that. And I love Publisher too. But now that I'm working more and more with Canva, I'm really starting to switch alliances, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really am. But let me just show you. Okay, so guys, what we're going to look at is what can we do with Canva. So if you've never used Canva, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes, I'm going to show you guys like what we can do. Okay, so I'm really bad at this. So I'm going to like just click and wing it. I'm winging this. So this is great. So this is the best time to wing stuff. Okay, so you can make posters, presentations, cards like birthday cards or virtual backgrounds. I was going to make one for today and I forgot. Logos, which I made one for myself last night to show off like the coolest logo ever. Videos. You can do video editing in Canva. It's freaking awesome. Then we have CV, which stands for Curriculum Vitae. That's the English teachers there. Letterheads. But wait, there's more. So I ran out of screen space. So I had to do something. Wait, there's more. Yes, there is more. What else can we do with Canva? Calendars, social media elements. Okay, loads of it. So you know how these people make these cool looking things that look so funky and fresh? I bet you they're using Canva because I'm starting to, and I think it's the way to go. Book covers, certificates, logos, worksheets, websites, and lesson plans. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there's more. There's more. Like, I didn't even expect that slide. Sorry. Yes, there is more. If you go to canva.com/templates, just have a look. Okay. Not now while I'm talking, because that's rude and I'm trying to talk to you. So don't do that. But when we're done here, go to canva.com/templates and have a look at what is there. And you will be amazed. Okay. You will say, publisher, it's time to say goodbye. All right. So, Peter, oh, there you are. Peter's just checking in from the studio. What do you have to say about this, Peter? Okay, thanks, Peter. Thanks for that great input there. Don't know if you guys heard that. It was pretty darn scary. Okay, then we have some extras. So if you thought that was all you could do with Canva, there's like so much more. And I had to scroll down to the bottom of a very, very long thing, and I had to find out some extras. There's a photo editor that you can remix photos, touch up photos, do all kinds of things with photos. Make yourself look 30 years younger. Okay, that would work for me. I would take away these all these the wrinkles. Okay, color wheel, because you can then put colors and match colors together, I think. Color palette generator. That's great for art people, arty folks. Design size guide, A4, A C series, B series. I don't know what a B series is. I thought those are dodgy movies. Okay, documents, social media elements. More of them. Retirement party ideas. Peter just saying. Logo ideas, beach party ideas, over the hill Peter just saying. Over the hill birthday ideas, bookmark ideas, garden party, circuit. Oh my goodness, it goes on and on. Oh, Peter's back. Okay, cool, Peter. So are you gonna like say something good this time, or are we okay? That's great. Thanks. Okay, thank you, Peter. Again, absolutely of no help whatsoever. Anyway, so I'm going to just show you guys live in real time. I haven't prepared any actual work because I didn't have time, guys. I'm a working teacher, like 9 to 5 and 5 to the next 9 to 5. So let's have a look at a live demo. I'm going to just switch windows here, and I'm going to go to my web browser. There we go. So here I am. Can you guys see that okay? Am I in the way? Shall I just move myself a little bit out the way there? There we go. There's my face. Okay, so here we are. And if you go to canva.com, the first thing you need to know is that if you are a school and you sign up with Canva with your school domain and email address, they actually allow you to have the full premium package for free. I'm not even kidding, guys. It's true. For free. That means all the funky little things with like little crowns and stars and like the cool things, we get to have those for free as educators. That's why I love Canva. Okay. So you come to Canva, you go and it says, what will you design? You can go ahead and type in something, like worksheet, and there's worksheet, English worksheet, and then millions of templates. Okay. 5,172 templates. You can type in posters, or you can just start off with something. You can start off with a presentation, something for social media, create a little video, something for marketing. There's absolutely almost nothing you can't design in this program. Okay, so you've got a couple of things like the school is then registered, and you can then work on designs with other people, which is pretty cool. You can create, you can create a blank canvas for your class, and they can all create a canvas thing together, like, or an infographic of some kind. I love infographics, just by the way, love infographics. So have a look here. Templates, we have social media, personal templates, business, marketing, education, trending templates. That sounds so current. Menus, photo books, YouTube intro videos. Kids love this stuff. Facebook covers, Instagram posts, websites, business cards, invoices. So it's not just from a pure creative stance, it's also from a professional point of view as well. So a lot of the business side of things, professional looking letterheads and that, you can actually create. So if I had to create something, in fact, let me just show you very quickly. Here is a super cool logo that I created all by myself, and I'm not a graphic design person. There it is there. Drag and drop, people, drag and drop. And you can click on something, you can edit the image, crop, flip, animate it if you like. You could change the transparency of something, hyperlink it. So you're not just creating two-dimensional things here. Well, actually you are. I'm going to take that back. Just edit that out. It's live. Okay, so you're not just creating a standard thing that you can look at, but you can also interact with it. You can put links on things. You can have things moving in and out. You can have an infographic that your students then scroll through. And as they're scrolling, you can have things come in at particular times while they're busy scrolling. Okay, so things like that. So if you wanted to create something, here are your templates on the left-hand side. You can search templates here. You can pick color schemes if you want. You've got your elements on the left-hand side where you can pretty much search for anything, shapes, stickers. There's a rocket ship, yay. Photos, there's a weird looking Facebook thumb. Stock videos, charts, even graphs and charts that will automatically animate according to the data that you put in to a special little blah blah, and then it animates itself when you go there. It's so cool. It looks amazing. Now look, I'm a PowerPoint fan. I'm a diehard PowerPoint fan, but I am also using Canva, I'll admit. I mean, I know I should stay with PowerPoint, but Canva is just really looking so good right now. You can upload all your stuff into an uploads area. As you can see, I created some notebooks for my students. I created a theory revision booklet that I then uploaded for them, and they can all access that. Photos, text, the fonts they've got, guys. The fonts they've got is just insane. Such funky fonts. I mean, a font to suit every sort of like mood or genre or style or anything. Okay. How am I doing for time, guys? Do I still have time? I was told I have about 45 to 50 minutes. Am I still okay?
No. On that note, you've got 1 minute left, but I'm loving this.
1 minute? Oh my word. Okay, hold on. Did I have any more slides? No, I didn't. Okay, so in the last 60 seconds that I've so graciously been given by Peter, you're so kind, go to canva.com, free for schools. Well, it's free, but the premium features are free for schools. Guys, the best thing to do is just get stuck in and just play. Play, and you'll see all the stuff you can create. It's actually so much fun. It kicks publishers' butt. Okay, am I allowed to say but? It kicks publishers. Never mind. It's very good. It's better than publisher. Okay, in a lot of ways. Sorry, guys. So there are my details. Whoa, hold on. What did you just? Oh, hold on. Peter, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Okay. Thank you, everybody. If you're looking to connect with me, there are my details. And yeah, give me a shout. And I'd love to hear what you guys think about Canva. That'd be awesome. And that's me. That's me done.
I agree with you that Canva kicks butt. I think you hit it on the head.
You did say butt.
I did. I said it. I can get away with it. Matthew, the comments coming through are just great. So from your spaceship there, can you go through the comments? Can you check our chat bar and the comments? Can you see it? Can you go through?
Yeah, I'm looking.
You've got to choose a comment. So this is up to you. And whoever that person is, as long as they're a school, they are going to win a set of AirTags.
That's so cool. There's one here by someone called Matthew Hains. Really good comment there. I like what he said. He said, that guy is amazing. He would love AirTags.
That guy can't get it. So sorry, but nice thinking.
There's a person here called Malachi Monts who's been commenting lots of positive comments. So Canva's really going over and above other companies, offering their premium version for free to educators. Teachers feel appreciated and inspires us to be even more creative and innovative in our classes and for our schools. I really like that one. Can they get
Malachi,
it free?
You have just won yourself a set of AirTags. Unbiased,
cool.
Chosen by Mr. Hains. So thank you so much. Matthew, once again, this is why we keep bringing you back. You keep uncovering cool things and you present it in a cool way. For those of you who haven't checked out, Matthew posted a very serious poll. This one is very serious. So please go look at the poll. It is Marmite or Bovril. So we would appreciate if you could fill in this very serious poll. At the moment, I am glad to say that Bovril is winning clearly, hands down.
I was hoping for Bovril.
At 60%, it's clearly there. So Bovril, well done. Okay, Matthew, we have to kick you off stage because I've got the next person sitting on. So I'm so sorry.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. You are loved by the audience. Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Matthew. All right, next up, coming straight from Resolute Robotics, you'll see Ashley has changed. Part of what we want to do today is really show you cool solutions. So that was Canva. We know coding, robotics, technology in the class it's new, it's happening, and the team from Resolute are here to share. So we've got some teachers that are going to be streaming in live, but we're privileged to have Jonathan from Resolute Robotics right here next to me. So he's going to introduce some teacher speakers who are going to share, and then he'll do some comments and close off at the end. So if you would like to introduce yourself, and also they are going to be giving away, as part of our grand passport prize, which I'll share more, 100,000 Rand installation. So you're going to have to explain what the heck that is. So I'm going to hand over and move off stage. Over to you.
All right. Team, thank you so much. I believe I'm down this sheet over here. Fantastic. I want to say that I'm glad everybody got my memo that I didn't want to follow Matthew. But other than that, I've got to be honest, Schoolscape, I really appreciate the opportunity to speak here. You guys have been so accommodating. Tech is such a huge part of our lives at the moment. And once again, we're held ransom to electricity. So luckily, I was a short 14-hour drive from Stellenbosch, and the team was willing to accommodate me here in the studio. I've got to say that we joined in and around the virtual, all the virtual conferences. That's when I started participating in the Schoolscape, and already then we were blown away. So it's really incredible what you guys have done, and now attending my first in-person event. It was really fantastic here in Cape Town, And if you aren't going yet, please make sure you'll join us for the Joburg stint, where you'll be able to see all of our awesome products and services on display with the rest of my team. For my team watching, Dad's on TV, hope you guys are doing well, and I'll be back with you guys soon. So I'm sure several attendees are familiar with Resolute or Resolute Education, or you've heard of us as Resolute Robotics. We are an EdTech product and services provider proudly out of South Africa and Pretoria. And we offer a 5-part solution to schools. So I'm going to run through that very quickly before I introduce my 2 school champions. First of all, it's our affordable and reusable robotics kits. We're trying to solve a global problem with a South African price point. This kit ranges from toy-based learning through to microbit through to Arduino, and then ending off at an FET phase with Raspberry Pi. I cannot stress enough that we've really looked at how we can make this exponential learning curve more palatable for schools. Speaking of that learning curve, our full CAPS curriculum is provided from grade 1 all the way through to matric, complete with our lesson plans, assessments, and exams. This is all hosted on our online LMS system, our learning platform, but don't worry for the teachers there who use their books as shields. We've also got print coming through all our streams right up to Apprentice at the moment, which is our microbit offering, and then soon to follow the rest of our offering. To further assist you with that implementation, we actually have our own SACE accredited teacher training per phase, but the help doesn't stop there. At the end of the day, a teacher's got to stand in front of a class and teach this new and exciting curriculum and field. So we want to make sure that you always feel supported throughout the way. So as the end of our 5-part offering, that service element is the most crucial thing we give our schools to make sure that we're just a phone call, a WhatsApp, or a knock on the door away. So I do feel that our 5-part offering does present an incredible turnkey solution for schools trying to implement coding and robotics in this day and age. However, some of you may think I'm biased. So today, I've got the pleasure of introducing Lizelle Bothma from, and sorry, I'm the most English duper you'll meet, Lizelle Bothma from St. Mary's DSG, as well as Jaco Schoeman from Huttenpark in Newcastle. Guys, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, fantastic.
Hi there.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, I'm here too.
Jaco, did we manage to get the power situation sorted out?
If you guys hear a noise, it's a generator in the background. Load shedding is really wonderful.
Jaco, you're an absolute champion, guys. He called me shortly today to say, listen, I've made arrangements. Don't worry, I'll be on. And I said, what? What do you mean? Lizelle, I did hear you as well. And I think I'm going to use this platform to just wish you a happy belated birthday again, guys. It was Lizelle's birthday on Monday, 29 a couple of times. So congratulations. And I hope you've had a fantastic week. I do have to say you still took my calls on Monday, which I really appreciate as well.
Cool, no problem.
No problem. So guys, we're going to be going through both school solutions, and I'll be doing a bit of a back and forth, a bit of a tennis between the two, because what we're trying to demonstrate to schools is that no 2 schools are the same. We're in over 120 schools going into 2022, and many of them have passed through my email chain to see, cool, you guys have a unique problem, a unique timetable, a unique implementation, and a unique infrastructure. We're not a paint once and you guys have to subscribe to what we tell you to do. It really is an organic relationship between our schools. So I'm a traditionalist, starting with ladies first, and then we'll bounce between you and Jaco, Lizelle. What are your thoughts and feelings towards robotics and coding in education? Do you think it's just a phase, or is it here to stay?
Jonathan, initially when everybody started throwing around buzzwords like 4IR, my principal called me in a few years ago and said, Lizelle, are we okay? Are we on track with this? And I said, yes, absolutely. We are teaching students how to code, and we are using technology in the classroom. So I thought, if we've got a smart board and you've got a projector and kids have laptops, we sorted. But obviously, when we started looking into this, we know that 4IR skills are going way and far beyond just the use of technology in the classroom. It includes skills such as complex problem solving, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, being able to coordinate with others, making judgments, negotiations. So through coding and robotics, all of these above mentioned things that I've just said in terms of 4IR skills can be taught and practiced. It allows us or our students to think out of the box, to solve critical problems, to think analytically and critically. And if you look at that, I have to say, no, it's definitely not just a phase. It is here to stay.
Absolutely brilliant answer, Lizelle, and I really appreciate it. Jaco, do we agree or disagree?
Absolutely agree. From the onset, I can clearly hear we're from a total different scenario than Lizelle. We're a public school, so we really have to look carefully at something before we invest a cent into something. And yeah, we had to look at it. We were thinking in the same sense of the tablet craze that hit South Africa a few years ago. Everybody went on board and tablets had huge sales. And if you go to the schools now, there's very few schools still really using it. So we had to look at it very carefully. And yeah, you can't go without it now, you know, especially with Resolute going in the right direction of applying it to the real world. So no, it's definitely here to stay. I can't see it going away ever.
All right, so that's two not phases for us. I appreciate that, guys. Lizelle, when did you know it was time to implement coding and robotics?
In 2017, just before 2017, we used to run coding and robotics as a club. But a club is something that students choose, and you've got a handful of kids. So you don't reach very many students at the end of the day. We also, in the senior school, we offer IT as a subject, which I think most schools offer today. But again, that is a choice subject. And again, it's for students that are interested in it. So because we regard ourselves as a school that is at the forefront of technology, and we strive to be top class and all those things, we realized in 2017, listen, we can't just offer this as a club anymore. We want to actually start bringing it into the classroom and you know, target more kids and expose more students to it. So I would say about 2017 is when we realized, okay, now's the time.
Brilliant. And Jaco, was it a similar time frame for you?
Absolutely. With being a departmental school, all the talk was in the passages about robotics being brought in and phased in, but we know how the department works, and I won't elaborate on that. So my principal did around about the same thing as Lizelle. So he called me in and said, listen, but are we on the right track? Are we going in the right direction? And I honestly could say to him, no, I wasn't sure if we're going in the right direction. And then I attended a FETSA's webinar, and FETSA's technology department is quite on the ball. I believe they are also online here. I hope they're watching. Kudos to them. And I attended one of their webinars, and there Rajesh spoke. And to be quite honest with you, he impressed me so much because, I mean, here's this little school of 800 kids in the middle of the Bundus, and Rajesh was prepared to climb in his car, drive out here and speak to our parents and speak to our governing body. So, yeah, definitely.
Oh, brilliant. Rajesh is our CEO, I think I mentioned earlier today, and a phenomenal speaker as well. So I'm glad that he threw me in. And of course, FedSAS, Rian, if you're watching, it's interesting to see me on the TV and not you at this point. But you're absolutely fantastic. And FedSAS are also, I believe, in Joburg, if I'm not mistaken, this Friday, which is fantastic. So now you've realized that you need to implement something in coding and robotics. What were you looking for, starting again with Lizelle, in your typical service provider or ideal services provider?
Well, obviously, when we looked into this, there's loads of stuff available on the internet. There are so many solutions. When you start looking, you don't know what is applicable, what is not applicable. So we were actually looking for something predefined, something that was tried and tested, something that actually had a syllabus that we could follow that is age appropriate, something easy to learn, easy to teach, and then of course something cost effective. Yes, we might be a private school, but we still needed a cost effective solution. And then I think the last thing that is really important is the fact that you need a go-to person. When you get something online or you download software, you have to rummage through it yourself. There are forums available, but there's not necessarily someone to go to say, listen, yeah, I've got an issue. How am I going to do this? How am I going to implement this in the classroom? So that was another factor that was quite important to us. And I think lots of the stuff that you get is fun stuff. So it was also important for us to actually follow a syllabus where we could assess the students, because at the end of the day, this was a subject that we wanted to start offering. We have to provide reports and marks and all sorts of things to the parents. That's what they want to see. So it was important for us to actually be able to assess the students and to monitor their progress.
Absolutely brilliant. I appreciate it, Lizelle. And Jaco, looking around for an ideal service provider, do you share many of the same elements that Lizelle has touched on?
Absolutely. Financial layout in the beginning couldn't be too big. A package that can grow with the school. We started small, and it's been growing every year since then. Just as a little bit of background, we're doing it as a club still, because we know the department is going to come in at some other stage and say, listen, you've got to follow our way. Hopefully it takes still longer even, so our club can grow better. We started initially with a handful of kids, and we are at 100 learners now. We were a school of 800 kids, of which 100 takes it. So yeah, we were looking for something that could grow. We were looking for curriculum that none of our teachers are space explorers or super technology involved. So we were looking for something that they could easily learn and easily carry over. So the whole web interface with Resolute is really very nice towards that. And then we were looking for a robotics solution that's more relevant to real day life than Lego. You know, Lego robotics was fine for grade 1 to 3, but we were looking for something that's really applicable to everyday life.
I appreciate it. I think we're going to go into a bit more of the specifics now on both of your, let's say, implementations at your school, to show some models. You did touch on your incredible club, which you've grown astronomically with a few staff members as well. Lizelle, going to you first, could you give us a brief overview of how we've implemented with St. Mary's, and then specifically how that's been received in an all-girls school with an industry that's typically male-dominated?
Okay. Well, as I've mentioned, we offer IT as a subject for grade 10 to 12, but I mean, that syllabus is predefined, it's gaps aligned and all those things. So we started offering digital technologies as a subject in 2019. So just as a little bit of a background, this is a choice subject for grade 8 and grade 9 students. So it's a 2-year course. And the purpose of creating this subject was to reach more students and expose more students to the world of coding and robotics. So that is basically why we created the subject. We could not ignore the importance of teaching these 4IR skills. And there's a shortage of women in IT, and being an all-girls school, we knew we had to do something. So that is how our digital technologies subject came about. And in the subject, we expose students to various platforms and various programming languages, and a significantly large part and extensive part of this subject that we are offering is actually the syllabus of Resolute. So that is for grade 8 and grade 9, but obviously we know that this now needs to filter down into the junior school. So we also had Lego and, you know, all the different phases of Lego and lots of other coding solutions that we used in the junior school. But recently we have started offering it from as early as grade 0. And the importance of offering coding in the junior school is the fact that we can't really isolate coding as a subject in the junior school. We wanted all of our teachers to be able to actually do this. So we wanted them to be trained and to actually implement it in their teaching, in their everyday teaching. So for us, the purpose was not to tick a box and in our marketing materials say we offer robotics as a subject or something like that. But we wanted this to be an offering where students actually gain something from it from as little as grade 0, so that we develop their critical thinking and their problem solving skills.
Brilliant. It's such a fun subject to unpack. And there's really a lot of avenues we could go down. I think we need a 2-hour webinar series eventually to unpack coding and robotics. But unfortunately, I'm being given the light for 2 minutes, and we've got 2 more major questions I'd like to run through. So Jaco, now over to you. In terms of your implementation, you've covered that it's an elective club, that it runs as extramural activity in over 100 schools. Are there any key strengths towards running it as a club, or is the ultimate goal in curriculum?
Well, to be quite honest with you, the ultimate goal to me would be in curriculum. The club is great. It gives opportunity for the kids that want to get exposed already. But the goal is, once again, I agree with Lizelle, it's not to tick a box. It's to empower our learners for what's coming at the end of the day. And so I actually feel sorry for the 700 learners at our school that's not taking robotics at this stage. So no, the ideal goal is to get it in school, and I am working on it. And hopefully next year will be a different picture.
Well, we're here to help every step of the way. For closing off, I've got just a couple of seconds left. With typical service providers in such a new space, there are some growing pains. Lizelle and Jaco, could you think of any situations where we've been involved that were maybe, you know, we missed the mark or there was a misstep? And if so, how we resolved it together?
I can just, something quick that I can think of is when we implemented this, our biggest issue, because it was in the high school, our biggest issue was we didn't have a teacher available to teach this. And I called Rajesh and I said, listen, dude, we want to do this, but we don't have a teacher. And he said to me, don't stress, I'm going to organize something. And he looked for us and he actually managed to provide us with somebody that's still employed by the school. So yeah, I must say, in terms of that, you guys were really awesome. Thanks for that.
Thanks, I appreciate that. And then ending off lastly, Jaco, could you think of any examples? I know I'm pressed for time, guys. I do appreciate it.
I'll make it short and sweet. There's been a few little communication issues here and there, growing pains. I mean, we've been involved with the company since the onset just about. But the one thing that I must mention here is the personal contact. And, you know, like Lizelle just said, you pick up the phone, it's you, it's Rajesh, it's Andrew. Somebody with a name answers the phone. You are not ticket number 354. And to me, as a client, that is absolutely vital. So thank you for that.
Guys, I really appreciate that because, to be honest, even though we're all heading towards robotics, you don't want to lose that human element. Lizelle, Jaco, I can't wait to see what we achieve together. And I have to say a big thank you for chatting with me today and to everybody online.
All right.
Only pleasure.
Brilliant. Lizelle, thank you so much. Lizelle, because it's your birthday, you can't walk away without a prize. So I've just been looking. So we've got from Be in Touch, they've got a Dial a Nerd school technology assessment. So I thought it is your birthday, but we can make it your school's birthday as well and give them a technology assessment. So we are going to send that your way.
Awesome.
So thank you. Happy 29th birthday.
Oh, yay.
I'm sorry we don't have anything for you.
I forgot to mention, actually, Jaco, myself, and Lizelle will share a birthday, which is quite strange. So I do apologize
last year. All right, Jaco, if you guys stay in the chat, you can win a visualizer. So stay online. And then also on that note, all right, Lizelle, Jaco, you can drop off. Jonathan, maybe if you could just explain, we've got you giving away 100,000 Rand prize,
yes,
which is our passport. Just give us a recap of what is included in that.
All right, guys. So being on the fact that no two schools are the same, we try to look at a maximum impact implementation at a school, regardless of whether it's a junior primary or a high school. So the 100,000 Rand includes a full license for your school to the value of 85,000 Rand, and that's for north of 250 learners. So Andrew, I'm so glad you got a plug earlier because he's the guy who's behind the team making sure that happens, and then access to a full suite of all our curriculum and modules. From there, we take a look at the best implementation for your starting point and starting year to make sure that you get off with your robotics and coding curriculum with us smooth and easy.
All right, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. We're going to tap out, but please, there is a poll where you can reach out to Resolute. If you literally go on the poll and say, yes, I would like the team to contact me, they will then get in contact with you. So it's a quick, easy way. So Jonathan, thank you. We love the guys at Resolute. They're doing such cool stuff. You can see them in Joburg if you're about. Okay, we now need to move on to our next set of speakers, which we're going to bring on stage. But before we do that, we had a question asking about the prize winner for the Sorbet prize. And we do, I did a quick tally, and I just want to make sure I've got this right. Let me just see it here. But the tally went to Charmaine van Skalkwyk. So she won that nail thingy-mabob. Don't know what it is. But
a nail
anyway,
thingamabob.
Yeah, a nail thingamabob. All right, so Charmaine, well done on that. That is absolutely brilliant. All right, so I'm going to invite onto stage. Who's up next? We've got Christine. So if you want to jump on, that would be great. Christina Naidu. Christina, are you there? You can.
I'm not Christina, am I? Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Fair.
I'm here. I'm just coming in.
Brilliant.
Hi.
Cool. Christina, welcome on stage. I'm quite excited. So you are our last session. I know you're also going to be bringing the school on board. So we're excited to hear what you have to share. So Christina, the floor is yours. I thought it would be easier if you intro yourself and share what Going Digital with Cambridge Go is all about. So over to you. Christina, confirming,
Sure.
Are you there? You got us?
I'm just share my screen quickly. Presentation. Can you hear me? Hi.
Yeah, your audio jumping up a bit up and down. You're not yet sharing your presentation.
Yeah, it's coming on now. Okay. Sorry, my network's a bit low because of load shedding.
No problems. We're also sitting in the dark because of load shedding.
Okay. So can you see my slides? Is it up?
Christine, we can see the note side. So if you just click there, present.
Oh. Hi, sorry, I came off now again. Hi, sorry. I'm having problems here with my network. I'm sorry. Mandy, do you mind sharing the slide or?
Cool. Let's bring
Mandy up.
I
can share this. I can share the slide. Hello, everyone. My name is Mandy Moyce. I will be sharing the slide.
Thank you, Mandy.
And Christina, you can just prompt me as to when to share. You can unshare, please, Christina. Once you've unshared, then I will be able to share.
Yeah,
I unshared, Mandy. Yeah, I've unshared already. So.
Okay.
Okay. We're just going to remove you from this side. That's fine. Then there we go, Mandy. You can. Just a reminder, at the end of their session, we're going to be giving away a visualizer and a pair of branded Volkskunde. So those are pretty awesome. Mandy, can you share on that side? Maybe Christina, if you want to start talking just while Mandy brings up the slides.
Okay, so hi everybody, and thank you for joining us at this session. I'm Christina Ann Naidu, and I'm the Business Development Executive for Cambridge University Press, Southern Africa, and I work with all the private and independent schools. So today I have the privilege of been joined by Mandy Moyce, who is the head teacher at Meridian Pinehurst High School in Western Cape. And Mandy is also one of our authors for the Study and Master Accounting course book and study guide. So Mandy will be demonstrating Cambridge Go later on, but I will just give you an overview of Cambridge Go and why choose Cambridge. Next slide, Mandy. Okay, so why I think you got to press here. Why choose Cambridge? Our resources are developed to support effective pedagogy and helping teachers deliver better learning in the classroom. Number two is a range of fully harmonized. No, we're going too quick, Mandy. We're going to go back up. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have a full range of harmonized print and digital resources to support schools, teachers, and students. And number three will be a comprehensive teaching support that includes downloadable differentiation. We have language support. We have test answers and lots of support for teachers on Cambridge Go as well. Next slide, Mandy. So here at Cambridge University Press, we support effective teaching and learning digitally. And COVID has taught us one thing, that digital is needed in classroom. And it's very important. Previously, we were like, no, we don't need digital aspects of things, but now we've realized we actually need them. And our research with teachers globally has highlighted the importance of flexible digital resources. So we have created digital versions of all of our textbooks. As you can see, the first column, it says that all of our print resources comes with a digital component. So now students don't have to complain anymore that they don't have their books at school or at home. So they can still they can have access to the digital version of that specific book whilst they're at home or at school. Teachers will also have a full support. So the digital book is going to have the same content as the print version, but a little more, because you get access to downloadable worksheets, you get assessment plans, you get tests and answers to the specific test. So everything is also available on Cambridge Go. Next slide, Mandy. So Cambridge Go, this is a new platform for all of our digital resources. Cambridge Go brings learning to life. So this is the home of our new digital content. All of your resources can be found on Cambridge Go for both international and CAPS. You can now access your content on the go, even if you're offline and you lose internet, you can still have access to Cambridge Go. So Mandy is going to demonstrate Cambridge Go. Over to you, Mandy.
Okay, so thank you so much, Christina, and welcome everyone. I'm not sure if everyone can see my face, but if I can just activate, my apologies, I just want to activate my camera and then I'll go back on so that people can see who I am. I'm Mandy Moyce and I am a co-author of the Study and Master Accounting series. And so I just want to further validate what Christina has spoken about Cambridge Go and how Cambridge has digitized their textbooks. Not only have they digitized their textbooks, but they've also embedded videos into the textbooks. So this is one of the textbooks of which I'm an author, and we've been working hard during lockdown to integrate all the videos that we have made for our learners, because I'm a teacher in the classroom as well. And all the videos that we have made for our learners, we've actually embedded into our books. I want to skip this one for now, Christina, and I just want to talk about an example of a video that we have embedded into our book and how the learner can access this book. We do believe that the learner now no longer wants to only interact with a whiteboard and a teacher in front of the whiteboard. The learner also wants to interact with their own content at home and have a teacher on their cell phone or on their devices. So this is just an example, and I'm going to play the video now. I'll play about 30 seconds of it to show you how we have brought the classroom into the learner's bedroom, so to say, on their cell phone. I do apologize for that. I just went a bit ahead of myself. That one's not working, and I do not know why. There we go. That's one. No. I'm sorry, this one is not working. It was embedded in here. I'm not sure why it is not playing. But let me then not show that. So here I've got an example of what the book looks like. So inside of the book, there is a QR code. The learner has their cell phone at home. They click on the QR code and up pops the video that I tried to play now, and it just would not play. So that is what Cambridge has been doing to their accounting textbooks so far. I'm going to go back up to the slide so that I can demonstrate how to access Cambridge Go. So teachers, here we have the interface of Cambridge Go. It is quite an easy interface, and you can see that a teacher can create an account, and so can a student. The student that creates an account also has access to the free material on Cambridge Go. I'm not going to go into create an account because I've already done that. So I will log in. Okay, so I've logged in now. There we go. That's my account that I have created. And I'm going to go to the drop down of my account and I'm going to log into Cambridge Go.
Sorry, Mandy, you got to share your screen. Yeah, we're not seeing that
part
of the screen. You got to stop this one.
Okay, so I'm going to unshare. Okay, I'm going to unshare. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to share. There we go. Can you see that now, Christina?
On your slide, you need to share your website, the page.
Okay. I do apologize for this. I knew that there were going to be technical issues. So let's just see how we can sort this out. Yes?
What you do is you sharing your slide. What you need to do is stop sharing and then share your whole screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are your,
okay.
your
I'll just have to go back onto the website, go back there. There we go. Is that fine? Right?
Yeah, and then
window.
And then just heads up, you guys have 7 minutes left.
That's fine.
And then, yeah. And then just while you're doing that, I think for our audience listening, if anything stands out for you while you are listening, please remember we've got a poll going. So with Cambridge Go, if you're going like, wait a second, this could be cool in my class, I wouldn't mind using this as a teacher. Please then just enter on that poll. There we go, Mandy. Okay. We can see it. You're in.
Thank you so much. Can you see the login?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now, initially, and I wasn't aware of the fact that the teachers couldn't see this, but this is what I was talking to earlier on. This is the login page. If you go to Cambridge Go, this is the login page. You can create an account for a teacher, or you can create an account for a student. So the student will create their own account and the teacher will create their own account. Then once your account has been created, you go to log in and you log into your account. So there we go. That is my login details. I've already prepared my login details. So I log into Cambridge Go. So it's going to just buffer a bit as it does. And we are all contending with load shedding. Right, so I've already downloaded some material and I've downloaded a range of material, but I want to show you how to download material. So you've logged in now. This is your page that you see and all your resources that you have downloaded. Now you want to download and see what else you have on, what else Cambridge Go has. If you have purchased a book and the book has a 16-digit code in the book, you can enter the 16-digit code here, which then turns your hard copy into a digitized copy. So you then have access to your book copy digitally. So you can do that and then just add the resource, and the 16-digit code will be in on the first page of the book. Or you can download a trial resource, and I'll go through that in a minute. Or you can download supporting resources. So what I've downloaded was supporting resources. So you go to CAPS, okay? And when you go to CAPS immediately, all of these supporting resources, you'll see there's some in Afrikaans as well, will be at your disposal. Okay, there's some teachers' guides at your disposal as well for you to use. Then you can also filter by subject. So there's quite a few subjects that you can filter by, and then you can pick out which subject you want to filter, or if you want to be more specific, the year or grade. Okay, so there's the levels and there's the grades. You can, if you want to just filter a bit more specifically. Then we have some international brands as well that's on here that you can explore. And so you can go into the Cambridge International Education. It's not just for South Africans, and there's 83 results found, and there you can also filter by subject and so forth. What I like about this is there's lots of grades on here, and you can go and see what the international standards are, and you can use these resources as a trial. Christina, can you just let me know for how long you can use these trial versions?
30 days.
So
30-day
trial
access.
versions are for 30 days, and you have full access to these trial versions for 30 days. Both learners and teachers have access to this if they register on Cambridge Go and access this site. Then let me just unshare that. Okay. Let me share my PowerPoint again. And I do know that there's not a lot of time left. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so that is what I demonstrated now. I tried to play the video, I couldn't play the video. And then finally, in the accounting book, we also have Kahoots, and that's, the learners really love playing Kahoot. It is already set out for the teachers, all the questions. And if you click on the link, it takes you to that Kahoot game, and it's based on the theory of the accounting work. And so everything has been done for the teacher. All they have to do is purchase the book, access the book on the Cambridge Go site, or click the link in the book or go on the QR code in the book. And Bob's your uncle, you have a fully digitized textbook at your disposal just to beef up or jazz up your accounting lessons. So that's from me. Thank you so much. Are there any questions? Like a true teacher would ask.
All right, Mandy, thank you so much. It's pretty cool. One of the questions that came through, Mandy, is you mentioned that you work with independent schools. Can government schools also use Cambridge Go?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just happen to be the principal at an independent school, but these resources have been designed for every single school offering accounting or every single school using CAPS in the country. So yes, the answer is government schools can use it as well.
Manny, I have to ask, you've showed us quite a few things. Practically for your school and your teachers, what do you think is like that standout feature, that one thing that makes Cambridge Go hum, that one thing that you want to shout out and get teachers to test and try?
The fact that we don't have to chalk and talk all the time. So and you know, children come to school, they interact with digital material all the time, and they come to school and now they must face this human being on a chalkboard. And now we're saying to them, this is not the case. Let's revolutionize your learning. Let's also put the learning into your own hands. So if a concept is taught, you can go home and reinforce it by clicking on the link, scanning the QR code, and going over the same lesson. I think it also allows the learners to take their learning into their own hands. And that, I think, has excited me. Because you don't have to, children love interacting with digital material. We found that. They love it.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to invite Christina, if you're still there, also just to jump on stage. Manny, you've had so many cool comments here. Cambridge Go, awesome resources from Lynn. Henrika says, wonderful, thank you. So I think there's such an opportunity, and it sounds like any old school can go on and try it out.
Any old school, absolutely.
I think, Christina, maybe from your side, if a school is looking for some more information, I know we've got a poll running that people can jump on and answer, and we can connect them with you. But if a school wants to check it out or get more info or have someone speak to them, what would you advise?
Well, they can contact me directly. That's not a problem. It's Christina Naidu at cambridge.org. And I will set you up. And yeah, if you're in different provinces, we have provincial and regional managers that could also assist you.
That is awesome. Cool. So, Mandy, we've got the poll going. If you are, I don't know which screen to look at. I think I'm on this side, and you're back. So I think definitely if you want to reach out, Christine and the team will help you, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So grab hold of them. They also have an exhibitor booth where you can ask questions. I think, Christina, last question for you, and then we're going to get into the prize giving. What else is there from Cambridge that you would recommend schools check out?
And Clickstart series as well on our platform, which is very new. So, and we have our reading schemes as well from Cambridge, and we have the SAHETI endorsed. So we have a lot of support for teachers from Cambridge. Please keep in contact with us, and we will give you all of the support that you need.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
All right. Christina and Mandy, thank you so much. Mandy, it's always great hearing from a real school that's just doing so much. So thank you for what you're doing. Christina, thank you. I think there's a lot of resources out there that you can check out from Cambridge. So please do that. And now it is time for a prize giving.
It is. So I am only going to give one prize away.
Oh.
And then I'm going to run out the door because I have a flight to catch in Joburg. And I'm hoping that I'm going to see some of you at our physical event on Friday. Please risk the rain, all the crazy things, and come. We still have maybe 20 tickets left for the actual physical event. Come get great food, great coffee. If you're in the greater Joburg area, we hope to see you there. Register first though, please, so that we can get food for you. Should we give away that visualizer first?
I think we need to give away the visualizer, and I know we've got lots of people who've been waiting for it. So we did a random draw.
We did. It was completely randomly generated, and Beverly Good from a school in the KZN. I didn't catch the school's name. Something preparatory. You have won yourself a visualizer from EduBoard, and I know it's going to reform your teaching. Send us photos of you teaching with it. We'd love to see.
And we had quite a few questions just around the visualizer. Yeah. So if you haven't got a free one, you can definitely go to EduBoard and check out. Yeah. So they EduBoard Interactive Solutions. So they do a wide variety of solutions for you as a school. Yes. They can also help you with content, but their interactive stuff is absolutely amazing. They will also be in Joburg, so you can come and play. But they can countrywide, they can support you. So they've been very generous with their price. So if you're a teacher and you're going, I wish I had a visualizer, or you're a principal or whoever, go speak to the powers that be and then reach out to EduBoard to quote you.
Perfect. I'm going to say goodbye.
All right, you got to run. All right.
I'm going to run.
We have one more prize. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been absolutely amazing, waiting right through to the end, pushing through load shedding and a variety of other things. Our heart and Schoolscape's heart is really to introduce you to solutions that make a difference. And that's what we really want to do. We believe in education in Africa, in Southern Africa. We believe in what you do. I know we've got some schools outside of South Africa watching as well. And it just plays such a key and critical role for us. So we want to just do a massive thank you for all of you, what you do. And we just hope we can keep supporting you just by empowering you with solutions. So we've got, sorry, that's my prepared speech done. But we've got a branded pair of Volksgun. So I can't quite show you my feet, golly, but they're over here. They got cuts, men's cuts, ladies' cuts. We've got one pair to give away that comes directly from Volksgun, and it's just such a great prize. So what I want to ask is, if you are on, just give us a one-liner of what you thought of the events. The virtual or the physical, if you have attended it, just a one-liner, loved it, this is what I liked, or you are also welcome to put constructive feedback. And I'm going to go eeny, meeny, mo, and choose a winner. So there we go. They are starting to come through. Thank you, Linda, Henrika, David, Lynn. Oh, it's coming through. So while those are coming through, just a big thank you from us at Schoolscape as well for sharing. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We've really valued you coming on and making this happen. And here we go. We've got some comments coming through, and I need to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to give 30 more seconds just for you to write a comment. Please write a comment. If you haven't written a comment, this is your time to do so. Here we go. It's coming through. Branded Volksgun. I'm just actually closing my eyes and scrolling up and down a couple of times, so I don't know where I am. Cool. And our winner is Charlene Kotzer. Charlene, you have just won yourself some branded Volksgun. So Charlene, congratulations. If you just want to put in the chat bar where you are from, and I just need to make a note so you can get those. That is awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is us. We look forward to seeing hopefully some of you in Joburg on Friday. Our next event will be in August, which will be Schoolscape IT, which is going to be more of this. And thank you for educating our nation. That is us, over and out.